Every generation has the chance to shape the world, but the challenges faced today are more complex than ever before. And yet everywhere, education systems are leaving young people unprepared to deal with the pace of economic, social and technological change. The world is defined by the people who live in it, so we believe the solution is to develop responsible and entrepreneurial young leaders today who will choose how the world will be led tomorrow. Unlike anyone else, we do this by providing practical leadership experiences to tens of thousands of young people all over the world. Since 1948, we've created challenging environments where young people can connect to the world, have the confidence to learn and have the freedom to fail, where they can discover what really matters to them and realize their potential for the future. We give young people a chance to see the world, because if you see it, then you can start to understand it. And if you understand it, then you can start to change it. That's why we've committed to provide life-changing leadership experiences to 1 million young people in the next 3 years. Because when we add all those leadership stories together, we'll see a truly remarkable impact on the world. History has shown us what just one great leader can do. So imagine what 1 million great leaders could do. This is why we do what we do. But it's your world too, so how will you shape it?
It all started in 1948, after the Second World War, where a group of young people determined that the ability to understand each other's cultures was essential to prevent similar conflicts in the future, and hence achieving peace became a cornerstone of the organization. In today's context, peace doesn't just mean avoiding war, but can symbolize a world where conflict doesn't arise from cultural, religious, or other aspects of differences in humanity. Peace can also symbolize harmony with yourself and a world where everyone can work towards their own understanding of peace while respecting each other's views and striving to become the best version of themselves. Hence, AIESEC's why is peace and fulfillment of humankind's potential. We place our confidence in youth as the key to unlock a better future because they have the passion and the entrepreneurial spirit needed to shape the world. They have the responsibility to improve tomorrow by shaping today. We believe that leadership is the fundamental solution for a better world, and it can be shaped in anyone, even you. AIESEC is a platform for young people to explore and develop their leadership potential. AIESEC's leadership development model seeks to prepare you to take a stand for what you care about while making a difference through everyday actions. Self-awareness, empowering others, solution orientation, and world citizenship. This is the leadership that we believe in and develop. We enable young people to develop their leadership through learning from practical experiences in challenging environments. We do this through cross-cultural exchanges and by creating these opportunities. We allow young people to work and volunteer abroad in non-familiar environments that allow them to step outside of their comfort zone and broaden their worldview while contributing to the community that they are living in. AIESEC's members work in teams that manage their cross-cultural exchanges, which gives them the opportunity to live powerful team experiences and develop their own leadership potential. We believe young people learn best from doing and reflecting on their experiences and hence provide them with the framework of the inner and outer journey. Can you imagine what would happen if we engaged and developed every young person in the world? This is the question that drives us as we strive to achieve peace and fulfillment of humankind's potential. AIESEC is global, independent, non-political, a not-for-profit youth-run organization. We do not discriminate on the basis of gender, sexual orientation, disabilities, creed, or religion, nor on the basis of national, ethnic, or social origin. Our values are striving for excellence, demonstrating integrity, enjoying participation, acting sustainably, activating leadership, and living diversity. This is the AIESEC way, our guide for every AIESECer to understand what is the purpose of our existence and the unique way of how we are achieving it.
Imagine finding out what you're truly passionate about.
Basically, when I just joined university, I just wanted to look for new opportunities to learn
more about myself, about how I can actually lead others, and how I can empower others
to explore more of the world,
to go out there and experience something new,
to gain the most out of my university life.
And that is what we believe in AIESEC. We believe in the peace and fulfillment of humankind's potential. And we do this by creating practical leadership experiences for young people through our membership and exchange programs.
I went to Taiwan for my exchange.
I involve myself in
an environmental project in Cambodia.
So basically, I was there for 1.5 months.
What I was doing in my exchange was that I was actually an English teacher.
It's very special is because we go to the primary school and we spread the happiness to them and we give them motivation.
Imagine finding that peace between identifying an issue and actually contributing and doing something about it.
So I taught like English to the children every day from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m.
We design classes, I'd say, or sessions that will incorporate the use of English
To show to them that it's really, really possible to be somebody and to travel the world and be a better person.
Imagine working with a group of people on a project that you really, really are excited about for days, weeks, and months, that by the end of it, you become so close that you're proud to call this group of people your support system.
I just feel like I want to relive those days again.
They really, really thank us so much for coming to their school and inspiring them.
Because we believe that when we bring young people towards seeing the world, they're able to better understand it and eventually shape the world that they live in.
We give young people a chance to see the world.
Because when you see it, you can start to understand it.
And when you understand it, then you can start to change it.
Join us.
Be part of something great.
world is coming to an end. The air is polluted, the oceans contaminated. The animals are going extinct, the economy's collapsed. Education is shot, police are corrupt. What's popular is more important than what's right. So what can we do in the face of all this madness and chaos? What is the solution? We can love. Not the love you hear in your favorite song on the radio. I mean real love, true love, boundless love. You can love each other from the moment we wake up to the moment we go to bed. Perform an act of kindness because that is contagious. We can be mindful during every interaction, planting seeds of goodness, showing a little more compassion than usual. Love is the most powerful weapon on the face of the earth, and in the total of all those acts will be written the history of a generation. So yes, the world is coming to an end. And the path towards a new beginning starts within you.
My whole life I always wanted to be a part of something more, something bigger, something that contributed to changing the world. And I truly believe that quality education for everyone is the key to a better world. If our leaders are committing to this by 2030, well, so am I. Through my Global Volunteer Project, I wake up every day to the shining faces of young children in Indonesia with the hope of leaving my impact on them, their community, and this country. Every day, the more that I give of myself, the more that I am receiving in return. What I've learned and what I've experienced, even the way that I see the world now, I will never be the same.
I feel Every day, every person in the world is given the same amount of time to do something worthy.
Something either ordinary or unique.
We all have the power to decide.
It's just up to us to make the right decisions.
Every day, it's about decisions.
Decisions that keep us in the same place,
doing the same things, or decisions that contribute to build up our lives.
Those decisions are challenging.
And for sure, they are taking us to places, faces, and experiences we don't know. It's up to us. Remember,
you are the owner of the time you're given.
You can decide now and find out where it's going to be your next challenge.
I do really appreciate the dynamic and the passion that the AIESEC people bring.
It's easier for them to adapt to different situations and to adapt to the reality of the company.
They are typically the one bringing up new ideas, new insights, challenging really our approaches.
And this is where AIESEC really comes in as that bridge between the company's needs and the students' needs.
An AIESEC internship is very different from other internships that you get.
I mean, AIESEC is, let's say, the strategic talent provider for Alcatel-Lucent, and that's how we want to grow with AIESEC.
Because they know they're going to get people who have a good skill set, who do know where they're going.
They really want to invest in you and they really want to help you. It depends on you how much you're going to use it.
I wasn't actively searching at that point for internships, but then this came and I'm just like, okay, this sounds like exactly what I want to do. I need to take it.
I want to expand my borders, you know, I want to work somewhere else. I want to gain some international experience. And I said, let's go with AIESEC.
If I just stayed in Atlanta, obviously it would be completely different.
Every day is a new learning.
You're actually getting to know what you want in life.
It changed the doubts I had about how I would be able to integrate and will I be able to make some friends or whatever.
It allows you to be extremely self-aware and to understand who you are and who you want to become.
Sure that the experience I got here was the key to me getting the next experience I'm gonna go.
When you just talk and listen about that, it's not the same. You really have to live it to understand it better.
It provides you with an experience that is incomparable to anything else.
As a millennial and as a young person today, entrepreneurship is vital. Even if you don't want to start your own company, workplaces now require us to be quick thinkers, to have new ideas, to innovate, to not be afraid to try something new and not be afraid to fail, which is key to entrepreneurship. And going abroad to experience working with people that have passion and have ideas and want to make a difference, and doing that every day for 2-3 months, it can change you. It changed me. Hi, my name is Alex Robinson. I'm from North Carolina in the United States, and I am currently the National Vice President of University Relations for AIESEC in the United States. So in March 2015, I went to Cluj-Napoca, Romania on a Global Entrepreneurs Traineeship. I worked for an organization called Azimut Happy Employees, and they worked with employee happiness and employee workplace satisfaction in Romania, and I was there for 2 months from March to April 2015. It was a small office. It was actually a house they'd converted into an office, and there was 10 employees there. And what I loved the most about the work environment was that it really felt like a startup. So they'd been established for a few years, but everyone worked in the same room together. We had one workroom, one conference room, and one kitchen. We had a great backyard, so we had barbecues as an office. We spent time together, and it really had a community environment, but also a fast-paced work environment where everyone was doing their projects in the same space. As a millennial and as a young person today, entrepreneurship is vital. Even if you don't want to start your own company, workplaces now require us to be quick thinkers, to have new ideas, to innovate, to not be afraid to try something new and not be afraid to fail, which is key to entrepreneurship. So I think that no matter the sector you want to go in or the career you want to have, the only way you're going to succeed in a world that's changing by the minute is to have that entrepreneurial outlook. I think a global entrepreneurs traineeship can be transformative for a young person in the United States. Just giving 2 to 3 months, a summer, taking a semester off, and going abroad to experience working with people that have passion and have ideas and want to make a difference, and doing that every day for 2-3 months, it can change you. It changed me. One additional thing, or one thing that I think was an added benefit to my global entrepreneurs experience was the young people that I got to work with in Romania. So going abroad, not just to work with a startup, but to go abroad through AIESEC, meant that when I landed in Romania in a place I'd never been to, I'd never really thought about very much, I immediately had a network of young people that saw the value in what I was doing, wanted to connect me with others in the community and talk about what I was doing. That really made the experience full for me. So my global entrepreneurs traineeship in Romania occurred just before I came back to the United States to start working full-time for the national staff here, and that was a perfect experience to kind of segue into this new year I've been spending here in New York. And for me, it was a chance to see innovation in the organization, and then to say that I want to dedicate part of my time and part of this year working for AIESEC in the United States to making that available for more people. So now I work with universities here in the United States. We're present on 45 university campuses, but we work with many other universities. And what we're saying to them is that your curriculums and your centers on your campus are starting to realize that entrepreneurship matters. And universities are now offering certificates and degrees in entrepreneurship, and they're providing spaces for young entrepreneurs to launch their ideas. And we're saying AIESEC can also provide that as a way to see the world and to experience global entrepreneurship. And we can show students, go work for an entrepreneur abroad, go work for a startup abroad, and come back and make your idea a reality and be that much more equipped to be successful here in the US.
Hi, my name is Carlos. I come from Mexico, and I'm doing an internship at Travanto as a back-end developer. The first time that I started coding was on my first semester of university. Most interesting thing about coding is that you have to think a lot, I guess. Environment in my office, it's very interesting for me because I'm the first international employee at that department. Okay, I think that one of the most valuable things that I have learned here is the teamwork, because when you're a student, you work by yourself in projects or maybe a little projects with some teammates, but it's not compared to the real life.
Hello, my name is Sally. I come from China, and now I work in Babla as an intern. My main responsibility is to do Chinese content and marketing. The best thing I love in this city is that I can work with a lot of people from different countries. And also, I think it is very important for me to know how to deal with different culture, because I know in the future, if I want to work in an international company, this skill is very important for me. It is a challenge for me to make a decision to work overseas, but it is really valuable, and I think people need to try it.
Martinez. I'm from Bogota, Colombia. I come here to work in the IT area in Hamburg. I'm an entrepreneur. I have a small company in Colombia. I start with the startup with IT solution, web design, web development. Yes, we was growing. We had 10 guys, but after 4 years we was doing the same thing. For this reason, I'm here to learn new things. My role in the company is in the front-end development, yes, design and technology. My role is to connect them in a beautiful software solution. Yes, I think that this will be a really wonderful for my professional skills, for my professional and personal background, and then I want to go back again to Colombia to teach whatever I learn here, and to work with my people, to work for my country.
Hi, I am Farouk bin Abdallah. I'm 26 years old. I'm living now in Hamburg since 6 months, and I am working for Birken Elmer company, worldwide company based here in Hamburg, with 60 employees now. After I moved here, when I put the first step in Hamburg and I looked how big is the city, I said, oh my God, I am going to be lost here. My team at least is international. Like I have my colleague from Finland, I have colleagues from India, I have colleagues from Morocco, I have colleagues from Russia. And and in this moment you start building your way to think, building your career, building your personality, building many things that help you to build just your own career.
When one of my closest friends joined AIESEC, we used to joke that she wanted to become like Prime Minister or something. She took me along to a few information sessions at university, and eventually I became a member. But it wasn't until months later that I learned what AIESEC was really about. Then I was convinced.
Our team in Peru was responsible for finding students for international placements. In our first month, our team leader came to us and told us, "You need to recruit students for an IT internship."
We barely had any experience or knowledge, but we just needed to make it happen.
It was a challenging experience, but that was the thing that actually kept us going.
In my first job within AIESEC, I was a member and later became a team leader of 7 members.
Together we raised money and found new partners for conferences. Although we weren't always successful, we learned and accomplished a lot. The experience really taught me the importance of finding a solution to a challenge and actually making things happen. I've learned so much about fundraising, signing partnerships, and organising events.
I volunteered in Mexico City for 6 weeks with an NGO that provided education programs for a small urban community. It was my first experience of being in such a different reality, where people really had no access to education or basic needs. I was given a task of revising the structure of the NGO, finding bottlenecks and coming up with solutions for them. We came up with 2 new projects for the NGO. One, to solve their financial problems with new fundraising and marketing activities, and one, providing the local women with professional skills training, helping them to be self-sufficient and take care of their families.
I worked for 4 months as a marketing intern in a family-run textiles business in Jaipur, India, where I built and implemented a marketing strategy. The most memorable part, one time I had to do a photo shoot for our portfolio. We didn't have a photo studio or enough money for an agency, but we did have a roof and the sun. So there I was, alone on the roof in 35 degrees heat, taking pictures of about 300 fabric samples. I think I lost a couple of kilos on that roof. The portfolio was a success and the placement was an amazing learning experience. I managed to make a real positive impact in the business during my time there. And in the process also learned a lot about myself. It prepared me for my first job, which I'm looking forward to.
After my time at AIESEC, I see many possibilities. Working for the UN, for a global NGO, being part of a big corporation, or a startup. No matter what comes next, the most important thing for me is to fight for a purpose, like we've been doing in AIESEC. I know that the world still needs many things to be better, and I want to be part of that change.